Hello, I am Jimmy Carr, one of the biggest faces in British comedy. Literally, I've got one of the biggest faces. Look at the fucking size of that. It's like the moon. I'm probably affecting your menstrual cycle just being this close. I had a great cab driver this week. He was whistling and smiling, clearly in a brilliant mood. He said, I love my job. I'm my own boss. Nobody tells me what to do. I said, left here. I saw a homeless guy getting off the bus. I thought, how does he know it's his stop? Sex is always better in hotels. Have you noticed that, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. Sex is always better in hotels. Why is that? Is it because it's with a hooker? I was in the cinema last week with a friend. He turned to me. He said, I'm just going to the gents. Do you want anything? I said, yeah, bring us back some piss. Thanks very much. The thing about creationists, the right-wing Christians, the thing about creationists is they believe every word Genesis says. I don't even think Phil Collins is a good drummer. Hang on, that's a proper joke. My favourite story of the last year concerned an Oxford student. He was walking home late one night and he sexually harassed a police horse. He called a police horse gay. That was his crime. Now, if ever there was a victimless crime, that's it. Calling a police horse gay. For a start, there's nothing the matter with being gay. You'll be thrilled to learn. Secondly, it's a horse it can't understand. Thirdly, even if it could understand, I think the horse would be OK with being called gay. You know, I think it'd be fairly sexually self-confident as an animal. I mean, for a start, it's hung like itself. But the policeman didn't let it go. No, he arrested the young man, took him to the cells for the night. In the end, he was fined £70 for calling a police horse gay. I wish I'd been his lawyer. I would have got him off. Because in his defence, the horse was standing naked on all fours in the middle of the street. With a uniformed man on his back. That is quite gay. Are you gay, sir? Come on, you're so far in the closet you haven't adventures in Narnia. I tell you who I blame for all the drugs in schools. The supply teachers. There are 1 million obese children in Britain today. Do you realise if they all jumped up and down at the same time, they might lose a little bit of fucking weight? The sex offenders register. I don't even think they should be in school. I saw a thing in the paper about animal rights protesters being up in arms because guinea pigs were being used in testing. I thought the clue there is in the name. I'm not calling them guinea pigs for nothing. That is what they're for. One of my favourite things to do in the world is on a busy Saturday afternoon. You know the animal rights people you get in the high street? The ones with the trestle table? Yeah, and they've got the petitions and direct debits, all those sort of things. And they've got those grisly images that they've taken in laboratories. They're always the same images wherever you go in the country. It's always an emaciated dog in a tiny cage, a cat that's been shaved with wires coming out of it, a monkey that's missing the top of its head. They're doing some sort of neurological test. It's clearly in pain, and a bunny rabbit, and they're putting stuff in its eyes. It's horrible. If you're an animal lover, it's heartbreaking. You didn't ask to see this stuff. So what I like to do if I'm bored on a busy Saturday afternoon is I walk up to that trestle table and I say, I'll have the one of the monkey, please. They go fucking mental. Surely the best thing about getting a face transplant... It's a hell of a setup. Surely the best thing about getting a face transplant will be turning up at the donor's funeral and going, ooh... I'm thinking about getting a tattoo, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thinking about getting a tattoo just there, just above the Speedos. Just above the banana hammock. Saying caution, choking, hazard. Ages 16 and up. May contain nuts. I fantasise about having sex with a gymnast, not just because they're really bendy and flexible and you can do loads of extraordinary positions, but also because I imagine they do a brilliant dismount. They end up by the side of the bed like that. And if they bend their knees even just a little bit, you can make them do it again. Have you all had the sexual history conversation, ladies and gentlemen? It's the conversation that happens a couple of months into a relationship where your partner says to you, I'd like to know about your sexual history. And you say, oh, no, you fucking wouldn't. I had it recently. I was cornered. I had to have the sexual history conversation. I had to list everyone I'd ever been with. From the girl I lost my virginity to, right the way up to her. And that is where I should have stopped. Well, that's it from me. I've been Jimmy Carr. Thank you very much indeed. Over to Marcus.